Okay, so what you're going to need to make your own mask is these items. So I'm going to go over them. So the first thing you're going to need is fabric. I found these at my local Dollar Tree. This one has bunnies on it, and this one's flowered. Doesn't matter. They could be single colored or solid colored. They could be printed. Whatever you want to do. I just found these. You're going to need scissors, which I have some hair scissors, some sewing scissors, and another pair of just regular whatever scissors, pre-threaded. I found these at Walgreens. And then this is just like a little sewing kit with needles and yarn. Need a measuring tape. I need elastics. Dollar store, and I'm like $1 for like 6 or 7 of these. Way better. Is a microfiber towel, or anything that's like a little thicker and is soft, basically. So I just picked up this microfiber towel from the dollar store in the car area, and it works. So, okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to measure your face. So for mine, I already have it marked. I am 11 inches long waist. So from my ear to my other ear, I am 11, so I marked it. And then the length long ways, I put it to the top of my ear, just to right here where under, because you know how the mask kind of goes under a little bit, so you want that. So for that, I am 5 inches, and I've marked. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to cut your fabric. Okay, so you're going to want to mark your fabric to see how you're going to cut it. So you're going to need a marker, and like I said, it's 11 inches longwise. So I'm going to do it this way first. So it's 5 inches. So I'm going to so I'm going to mark it to the 5-inch mark, which is right here. So I just marked it right there. And then I'm going to do the length. So I'm going to make it 11. And it's right here. Okay, so now that you've marked it out, you're just going to cut it out. Okay, so next, after you've cut out your fabric, you're going to want to use your super glue, and you are going to fold the ends so that they're not ripped and you want to glue them. So I'm going to use my super glue, and I'm just going to put a couple dots around this, and I'm going to fold it down, and I'm going to use my scissors as a hold down method because super glue tends to stick like this. So I'm just going to use my scissors and my fingers just to run across it real quick to get it to stay. See, just like that. That's how you want to do it. Now, when that's done, then you're going to want to do the side edges, and you're going to do around the whole piece of fabric. Okay, so now that you have your fabric and it's glued down so that the seams are inside, you're going to cut your towel. And actually, you know what? I actually want to call this making a mask using products around your house. Because really, you don't even have to go to the dollar store. If you could find a washcloth or a towel, even a sock, you could use that in replacement for this. For this, I'm sure you have an old t-shirt with fabric, or you've got an old pair of pajama pants. Anything fabric-wise you can cut into this square. Then you will need the bands, which I'm sure if you're a house full of family, you have headbands around, or you have ponytail holders, the ones that are like this size. You could easily cut those and stick them there. You can use rubber bands, anything that's stretchy like this. So basically a towel, a sock, or an old t-shirt, pajama pants, hair bands, super glue. I'm sure you got super glue around your house somewhere. Needle and thread. You might not have that, so you might have to pick that up at the dollar store. But other than that, this is like a free tutorial on how to make a mask and not have to spend tons of money or worry about how am I gonna keep my family from getting sick if we don't have masks. You know what I mean? And when you go to the store, you're disappointed because there's no masks at all. So that's why I want to kind of call this making a mask with household items. So the next thing I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to cut the towel, and I'm going to cut the towel basically to the same size as the fabric, or you can also make it a little bit smaller and just go towards this square that's white. So let me cut out my towel and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have the towel cut out, and I'm going to line it up with the inside, just like that. And you can always super glue this straight onto this, or you can sew it on, which I am going to sew it on like I did with the last one. I just sewed all the way around. So I'm going to get my needle and thread ready, and actually let me show you how to get your needle and thread ready, just in case. These, like I said, these ones are pre-done, but you might not have those, so you might just have some yarn around the house. So I have this green one, which I'm going to unroll, like the thread. Okay, so I'm going to start threading or sewing together the towel onto the fabric. Like I said, you can also super glue it, but I just want it to stay and not have any issues or fuss about it. So I am going to start to thread it. So I'm going to pass it through, and I knotted it at the end. And then I'm just going to start threading it. And the technique that I use is the making of an X. So like right here, you see that this is the start and this is the part. So I want to go right here, slide it through, makes a line. Then I'm going to put it through and stick it through this way so that now we have an X. And on there and sewn or glued, whatever it is, just so it doesn't come off, it's fine. So I'm just going to start sewing this together, and then I will be back when I'm done. Okay, so I finished going around the trim to sew on the microfiber towel. And what I did was my last one I made, or the first one I made, was 2 bands, headbands cut and sewn. And this new one that I made was my husband's advice. It was to cut one of the headbands and sew one end to the mask, and then on the other end I had picked up some Velcro pieces at my local Walgreens. This was like $3 and you get a huge piece. And I sewed on the Velcro to the other end of the headband, and then I sewed on the Velcro onto the outside of the mask, and then now it connects and you have a mask so that you can easily just take it off and put it on. So let me show you what it looks like on my face. So I'm just going to put it like this. Put the Velcro over. Velcro it on. And put it above my ears. And there we have a mask. And that was my first one. Then when I went to the dollar store today to pick up some Easter candy that was on sale, I found these, which are elastic support bandage. And I got green and black, and what I was thinking is I can put this in half and put this around my head, and then put the mask sewn on to this, and then it'll be like a stretchy band. I thought that was a really good idea. So I'll probably be making a couple more. I have one here that my mother-in-law's friend made, and it's just the fabric, and then it has these, I think they were hair ties, but with the band cut out of them. So these ones just go on like that. But I feel like they're just a little too thin, and this isn't really soft on your face. It's way softer than these ones that I was talking about. But I feel like the microfiber towel just makes it really soft and, you know, like supported. You feel like your mask is working, you know? So I really think the microfiber or a washcloth would be good to sew into the inside of the fabric. So that is my video on how to make a mask. Like I said, you can't find masks anywhere. They're all sold out, and the ones that we had were these heavy duty respirator masks, and these are just not comfortable. They hurt and they're itchy, and you just want to take them off, you know, when these ones are softer, easier to put on, easier to take off. It's easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make a mask, and like I said, it's things around your house that you can. And I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. I just want to tell you guys a quick little message about being safe, wearing your mask when you're out in public, making sure you stay home if you don't feel good, go to the hospital and get checked out. I'd say stay hydrated, drink tons of water, tons of Gatorade, water preferably, because there's no sugar or nothing added to it, and pray that this thing will pass soon and we'll be able to go back to our normal lives, you know. And I'm keeping in prayer all the people that are out of work right now, all the kids that are home, the teachers. I just pray for everyone, and especially the disabled children out there, because my brother is autistic and Down syndrome, and I know how much a routine he is used to, and the same things have to happen, or else he gets really much like anxiety and just not fun. And so for the kids to stop school so randomly, I know it's hard for the handicapped children and the mothers and the fathers of these kids, because we don't just have babysitters that can come in and watch our children. We have to have people who are trained and know what they're doing. And of course they have homework sent from them, but homework isn't going to help that much. You know what I mean? Like, they're still not in school, they're still not doing their daily activities, seeing their friends, everything they're used to. So yes, I keep all you guys in prayer, and God always says things come to pass. So this will end soon. We're just praying that it hopefully ends sooner than later. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be posting videos throughout this whole time. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Subscribe to my channel, like I said, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.